Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Mackie Power. I'm the athletic coordinator here for Wheat Ridge Parks and Recreation, as well as a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association, and this is Strength and Stretch for Youth Athletes. Always start with a dynamic warm-up to get your blood flowing, your heart rate up, and your muscles activated for the workout we're going to do today. Start by either jogging in place or doing jumping jacks. If you would prefer, you can go for a walk, run, or bike ride beforehand. Follow along with me here as we go over our dynamic warm-up exercises. Starting with a knee hug, grab your knee and pull your leg up towards your chest. Alternate sides, doing 8 to 10 total reps. Next, we have the side cradle. Grab your right shin with your left hand and place your other hand on the outside of your leg for support. Pull your leg up towards your chest. You should feel a stretch on the outside of your leg through your glute. Move into a high kick with a heel tap. Kick your left leg up to your right hand. Then bend your knee and kick behind you, tapping your heel with your right hand. Next is a side lunge with a shift. Take a large step out so that your feet are greater than shoulder width apart. Shift your weight into your right leg, bend your knee and push your hips back as you lower yourself to the floor. Hold this position and shift your weight side to side. For inchworms, start standing up with your feet together. Reach for your toes and then walk your hands out into a plank position. Walk your hands back to your toes and stand up. If you cannot reach the floor, you can bend your knees. Moving on to hip bridge marches. Lay on the floor on your back and position your heels as close to your butt as you can. Lift your hips and keeping your weight on your heels, march your feet up and down. Remember to keep your hips lifted the whole time. And lastly, we have dead bugs. Again, lay on the floor, position your hips and knees at 90 degrees with your hands reaching up towards the ceiling. Kick out your right leg and your left arm. Bring them back together and repeat on the other side. Remember to pull your belly button in towards the floor as you do this. Our first cycle consists of 3 different exercises: squats, calf raises, and a plank hold. Join me now as I walk you through each one. The first exercise is the squat. Start with your feet shoulder width apart and your toes slightly pointed out. Cross your arms at your shoulders. Push your hips back and bend at your knees, lowering yourself to the floor. This should feel as if you are going to sit down in a chair. As you are squatting, keep your chest and elbows high and pull your belly button in towards your spine. The next exercise is the calf raise. Stand next to the wall or a sturdy object for support. Push up onto your toes and then lower yourself back down to the floor until your feet are flat. Use a 2-3 tempo. Press up for 2 seconds and lower back down over 3 seconds. The last exercise in this cycle is the plank hold. Position yourself on your elbows and your toes. Make sure your elbows are in alignment under your shoulders. Pull your belly button up towards your spine and hold. For this cycle, you'll do 10 squats, 10 calf raises, and a 10-second plank hold 3 times. Follow along with me here or work at your own pace. The second cycle consists of lunges, push-ups, and dead bugs. The first exercise is the lunge. Stand with your feet together, take a step forward and lower your back knee to the floor. Press back up and push off your front foot to return to the starting position. Alternate stepping forward with each foot. Keep your chest up and be careful not to slam your knee on the floor. Next, we have elevated push-ups. Position your hands shoulder width apart on a table, chair, or bench. Bend at your elbows, lowering your chest to the surface. Get as close as you can before pushing away and returning to the starting position. Lastly, we have dead bugs. Lie on your back with your knees and hips at 90 degrees and your arms reaching for the ceiling. Extend your right leg and left hand. Return to the starting position and repeat on the other side. Pull your belly button down towards your spine throughout the movement. For this cycle, you'll do 20 total lunges, 10 push-ups, and 10 dead bugs 3 times through. Again, follow along with me or work at your own pace. Our last cycle of exercises consists of shoulder taps and triceps dips. The first exercise is the shoulder tap. Position yourself in a plank on your hands and your toes. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Lift your right hand and tap your left shoulder. Return your hand to the floor and repeat on the other side. Then we have the triceps dip. Sit on the edge of a chair or bench and place your hands next to your legs, with your fingertips hanging over the edge. Scoot off the chair, bend at your elbows, lowering your butt to the floor. For this cycle, do 10 total shoulder taps and 10 triceps dips, 3 times. Again, you can work at your own pace or follow along with me here. Always end your workouts with a proper cool down and stretching. Follow along with me here. Start in a half kneeling hip flexor with your right knee on the floor and your left foot on the floor. Place your left hand on the inside of your right knee and reach up towards the sky with your right hand. Hold each stretch for 15 to 20 seconds. From here, we will go into a hamstring stretch. Shift your weight back onto your right foot, extending your left leg out in front of you. Place your left hand on the floor for support and reach for your toes with your right hand. Again, hold each stretch for 15 to 20 seconds. From here, we will shift our weight forward into a runner's stretch. Position your hands inside of your left foot. Extend your right leg and drop your right knee to the floor. To increase this stretch, work your way down to your elbows. From here, we will go into a pigeon stretch. Drop your left shin to the floor and lay into your shin as much as possible. Remember to repeat these stretches on both sides, holding each stretch for 15 to 20 seconds, starting with your half kneeling hip flexor shown here. Shift your weight back into your hamstring stretch, extending your right leg and reaching for your toes. Shift your weight forward into your runner's stretch, positioning your hands on the inside of your foot, extending your left leg behind you and dropping your knee to the floor. Again, to increase this stretch, work your way down to your elbows. Drop your shin down to the floor for your pigeon stretch and lay on your leg as much as possible. After completing these stretches on both sides, lay on your stomach and position your thumbs in your armpits. Press up into a cobra stretch. From here, pike your hips up. Bend your right knee, driving your left heel to the floor. Switch and bend your left knee, now driving your right heel to the floor. Straighten your legs and walk your hands back to your feet to hold a standing hamstring stretch. Slowly roll up from this position to keep from Congratulations and great job on completing your first workout. I hope you will join me for workout 2 of this 8 workout series. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your first workout, and if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me via the email provided.